All right, here we go. As you can tell, in the black trunks with the green and red trim with the Mexican flag, of course, is going to be Reyes, which means kings in Spanish, and then Palicte in the white. And by the way, here obviously you have Southpaw versus Orthodox. Nice uppercut from Palicte. He loves that uppercut, catching guys coming in. The problem is that's actually how Maloney finished him off in the last fight. But as you can see, Southpaw Orthodox, which means there could be an inadvertent clash of heads. That can happen. Also, the lead foot positioning is going to matter. You can be in or out, but they change the equation depending on where you are.
This is a big deal for Reyes. His first ever fight in Las Vegas, just his second fight in America. Fighter's dream, he called it.
Palicte with the neck tattoos, Ariel. You got any neck tattoos?
No tattoos yet. You're the tattoo guy.
I am. I haven't gotten the neck done yet, but it's on the radar.
How many total?
God, what am I up to now? 9? 9 tattoos?
Wow. Any you regret?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got some hideous Juggalo-esque tattoos. Are you kidding me?
You have insane compost?
It takes a while to figure out what's good.
You can't bat 1,000 with the tattoos.
Unless you're just really, really good and really lucky. But I certainly didn't, no. And as you can see here, Reyes, real active with the jab. Still feeling him out a little bit. You can see sometimes he's touching the glove. And then there he was again. He came over the top and then changed angles. Reyes, real good at that. It's a big part of his game. Likes to make guys turn and move. And he catches them in the in-between spaces.
Shout out to Mauro Ranallo. You heard him there?
I did. How can you miss it, right?
You missed that voice from all the way up here.
By the way,
amazing.
Let's just sing Mauro Ranallo's praises here for a second. I know it's very easy for you to do and for me as well. Called boxing at the highest level, called MMA at the highest level, called kickboxing at the highest level, called pro wrestling at the highest level. Someone tell me who's got a better resume than Mauro Ranallo, because I've just not seen it in combat sports.
The greatest combat sports broadcaster in the history of the business.
Not even, to me, it's not even debatable.
And most versatile. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
And his longevity.
Yeah.
This guy's been calling, again, combat sports since I was watching on my couch.
Yeah. Early days, Calgary, Stampede, wrestling, early 80s. That's how we got to start. Legend.
We started the round with Palicte kind of doing the leading, and as you can see, we're ending with Reyes much more on top of him. Round 1.
I did think it was interesting that they had the official weigh-ins in the morning, but they didn't disseminate those results.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
We've seen morning weigh-ins and then afternoon ceremonial weigh-ins.
But the morning weigh-ins are open to the public.
That's right, or at bare minimum to the media, yeah.
Media.
Here's Reyes. So you can see him jabbing the glove, testing reactions, trying to see what he's going to get, see which angle he needs to move, what shot to set up. And again, this is my point. He is pressuring, but still kind of fighting on the outside here a little bit. Good right hook overall in the arsenal of Reyes.
Even Palicte's shorts, his trunks, would suggest that this was a very short notice.
Yeah. And Reyes blocking with one arm, which is always a real, it's a dicey proposition in boxing because it works most of the time, but it doesn't need a wide margin for error for that to land in a way that could be a problem for competitors. It's obviously easier to get one hand up than two, and you see most guys do just one, but I always see that, and I'm always like, rolling the dice with that. And not a lot of action so far. Reyes doing really well. Just not a lot of return fire here from Palicte.
Ooh. Big swing and a miss.
Yeah, and his trail leg came with him. He kind of switched stances. Do that again, Reyes might make him pay.
Palicte has trained with Manny Pacquiao before, says he doesn't train with him anymore. He's even trained at Wild Card, but doesn't train there anymore as well.
Yeah, and he's using what I would call an economy of offense, right? Like he's trying to land what's there, but it looks like, what kind of camp did he have? It's hard to say, right?
Yeah, I was really confused by his demeanor when we spoke to him yesterday.
In terms of his future?
In terms of his future, it's a young gun like this.
Yes. Especially a guy, to your point, the guy missed with the left hand, pushed him over, which set up a lane for the right hand. That's good work. He stepped to the inside to draw him out. Got it. Nice work there again on the combination. Doesn't look to me don't wear the gloves, the latex gloves.
Oh.
I always prefer it when they do. When they go barehanded, I'm always like,
who's going barehanded?
Oh, they owe a lot of them.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. It drives me nuts.
You don't see a lot of the blue gloves. Sometimes I see the black gloves. What made you just think of that, by the way?
Because so many in boxing don't do it.
That is gross.
Yeah, it's super gross. Glad that's not the case here. Round 3, and you can see right already, Reyes trying to put Palicte on the back foot. Palicte trying to counter, got through with a bit of a swivel jab over the top, but Reyes appears undeterred. Oh, good left hand through the middle of that combination there from Reyes. You can see there Palicte putting the gloves together, trying to cheer him on. I'll say this, Polite's doing a decent job not biting on too many of the feints, just kind of have a high guard and just waiting to see something and then go. But it seems to me now Reyes has his back up against the ropes. This might turn bad here real quickly.
Anytime a fighter who's taking damage eggs the other fighter on, you know he's actually hurt. I don't know why that is, but it always seems to be the case. He continues to do it to a degree. He's not throwing anything in return.
You see Reyes trying to find an entry for that angle change on the outside. There he is again. You can see him trying to test it, but that left hand doesn't quite get through, but that one does.
He hasn't thrown a punch, I think, all round.
He got one left hook in there, but even if you get that left hook, Reyes is pretty sturdy, and he's landing 3 or 4 for every one he's going through.
You think he's trying to bait him?
His only hope is to counterfight, right?
Yeah.
So, yes. And you can see him kind of leaning off at an angle like that to get away. Salas undefeated. The only decision on his record was the last one. And all of his previous fights, none went longer than the 4th round. So we'll see here in round 3 how much longer this one goes. But this is a highly experienced opponent. As I mentioned, 28-5 for the Filipino. Excuse me, 28-5-1. One of the better combos that Reyes has is that stick with the left hand to the body, then upstairs with the right. Would love to see him get a little bit more back to that. That's one thing he does really well. Good timing on it. Good placement. Upstairs with that swivel jab, that's good work from Reyes. Palicte, just kind of parrying a little bit, kind of moving out of the way. Reyes from Reyes. Or I should say as Reyes.
Right.
Pay attention here, folks. You can see that the head and the feet and the hands, those in one way or the other should always be in motion, 2 at the same time, right? You always want 2 of those 3. Look at Reyes. You always see that. He's either got the hands on the feet, head in the hands, whatever. Always got 2 of those in motion. Couple good lefts there from Reyes.
What I like about Reyes is he doesn't just throw 1 shot or 2.
Right.
It's usually a combo, and he's coming at him aggressively. Hey, Moro. How are you?
This is good combination work here from Reyes, some of the best of the fight. And this is better, keeping Palicte pinned, and he's down! Palicte goes down in the 4th round. The referee's going to give him a count.
Palicte wants out. Palicte wants out.
You get to your point, BC. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Ariel. To your point, bad habit there, but You can hear the
Palicte
corner.
wants out.
Yes, well, you can hear the
He
corner.
wants out.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. He wanted nothing to do with this.
And that is it. Palicte calls it a day. You can actually hear the corner of Reyes say in Spanish, he doesn't want it, he doesn't want it. Sure enough, that is it. Reyes stays undefeated, gets back to a stoppage win. And Aston